Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. We're going to go ahead and get started on our new Sunday series. We're doing a new card from the Prima Watercolor card kit, and I'm using color pencils. I have my Spectrum Noir Pro color pencils, and we're going to be using Gamsol. I don't know if you've ever used it before, but it smooths out the crayon lines. So as you watch me color in, have no fear, it's all going to be smoothed out and looked really good at the end. Okay, so I'm going to let the music play while you guys enjoy the coloring, and I'll be back when it's time for us to do the Gamsol. Okay, so now we're to the point of using the Gamsol. I put mine into this container here, and you use it with blending stumps, okay? And once you get the end wet, you rub it along the spots where you've colored, and it smooths it out, and it takes away a lot of the sketchiness. I like the smoothness of it. There are sometimes when you're gonna want to have that more sketched look, and that's fine. You would just do more layers of colors, doing a lighter touch. I tend to have a harder touch, so I break the points of my pencils more often. So for me, the Gamsol, it works better because it's how I envisioned it, nice and smooth and just really pretty, you know what I mean? So I highly suggest it. And what I do is I take one stump and I try to do all the light colors with that one side. So right now I've done all the greens with this same stump, and whenever you feel like it's not blending, then all you do is dip your stump back into the Gamsol, get it wet again, and go back at it. Okay, and then since the other side was dry, I just put some on there on the other side and decided to do the yellow. And sometimes you can even mix colors, because if I had gone straight from the yellow to the pink, it would have transferred some of that color to my pink flower. Now, if you're in the middle of doing it, if you have this sandpaper tool, it will take off that color off your paper stump, okay? If you don't have that, then I would probably use scissors and a nail file. And you just keep going. Try to do all the pinks. I was just double checking, making sure I wasn't oversaturating my page, because you know this is already set up like a card and I didn't want to make too many oil spots. So on the second stump, I flipped it over and I colored in all of the rocks, and then I decided to use the same stump, the same side, and I went from the brown to the blue, and there weren't any issues of like blending in the colors weird. So alright, so once you're done, I closed up my container, and I already knew, you know, like I said, with this series we're doing the splatters, so I put on some of, I want to say it was my dark gold color, and then we're going to go ahead, and I'm finally starting to get the groove with my splatters with this particular brush. But I realized I wanted a little bit of black, so I took my Distress Black Soot and I put a little bit on the block, added just a little bit of water, and then also splattered that. So it gave it a little bit of dimension. And then I decided to make this a Get Well card. So as we go through the end here, you'll see the sentiment at the top. And I did add the little foam squares. Alright, so thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you found this relaxing, and maybe it inspires you to get into coloring and, you know, doing the watercolor or the colored pencils using the Gamsol, which is basically odorless mineral spirits, which you can get at AC Moore, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all of the art supply stores, all the big box stores, I'm sure, carry it. Alright, so you guys have a great day, and I will see you with our next video.